These are the official 40-yard dash times. Dane Brugler tweeting this out. So at one point, they thought Thornton went 4.21, which would have broke the combine record in the 40. He ends up at 4.28. Jones 4.31, Austin 4.32. When you're talking hundredths of second, give me some football speed. You see both Wilson and Olave there. Now, Treylon Burks, who is the size of a linebacker at 235, ran a 4.55, which is plenty fast enough. The other one that you saw there, Sky Moore from Western Michigan, 4.41. But again, if you're running 4.3 something, that's plenty fast. You'll threaten the defense and don't get in. You know, at hundredths of seconds difference in a 40, I don't know that it translates on the football field. Let's just be honest about that.
Yeah, and that's where, you know, I look at somebody like Anthony Schwartz, who was taken in round 3. He has world-class speed, obviously, known as a track star. But the thing is that how do you translate that onto the football field? And that's where I look at some of these guys, like a Gary Wilson, who, again, I know it's 4.38, and, you know, the late 4.3s compared to the high 4.3s, like, sure, that's a slightly different gear, but at the same time, look, it's fast as hell. And so that's where I look at somebody like a Gary Wilson and think that you can see that speed being used effectively on the football field. Olave, I think that was a little bit faster than people expected. So that's where people will go back and try to test out, you know, and try to see on the tape, all right, where does he utilize that speed? Does he play at 4.39, or is he more of a 4.38 or 4.48 player, but he has a straight line speed to get down to 4.39? So it's understanding of how these players are able to utilize that speed. And that's where somebody like a Treylon Burks, who, you know, yes, he tested at 4.55, but, you know, again, he's somebody who is a little bit lighter than a Nick Chubb, but still came in slightly, a little bit slower than Nick Chubb at 4.52. And I'm sorry, Nick Chubb looked pretty damn fast running down the field with that 90-yard touchdown run in his rookie season. So, you know, you can tell me the differences there, but, you know, again, I think that it's all about how they utilize that speed and their size going forward. That's what I'm more intrigued by more than anything. So, you know, I think that looking at the speeds of a Wilson, of an Olave, you know, somebody like a Bo Melton out of Rutgers, I think is somebody who's interesting too. He was at the Senior Bowl and really was able to showcase some of that route running. I think this shows the depth of the class because, again, there's a ton of players that can play well and that you can utilize not just in round 1, but in round 3 or 4 as well.
Yeah, the other thing is, keep in mind, the guy that had the record for the fastest combine was a wide receiver, John Ross. Hadn't quite put it together in the NFL, so it's no guarantee. And they're not running in their equipment. That's the other thing. You want to get a better test of it? Have them run in a helmet, shoulder pads, and you know, the game day stuff.